You know, phone broadcasting is not new. It's been around for probably 10 years. Okay, and since iBuzz Pro launched, there's been one, maybe more than one, knockoff of iBuzz Pro, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But phone broadcasting is basically, it's not new. Large corporations have been using it for many years. They paid a lot of money for it. They paid anywhere from 10 to 15 to 25 cents per minute. And, they had a service bureau do the broadcasting for them, so they weren't necessarily in control over their broadcasting. And then there was, I get broadcasts from big companies. I get broadcasts from my phone company, Qwest, to tell me that the Yellow Pages are about to arrive. I've been broadcasted by politicians. I've been broadcasted to by large corporations, Disney, different organizations over the years. Even Barnes & Noble broadcasted to me once, a couple of months ago. Okay? So it's not new. What is new is that iBuzz Pro has made voice broadcasting accessible for people to use and basically have it cost them next to nothing to do their broadcasting, and you're in total control. You're not having a service bureau do it for you, charging you exorbitant fees. Now, a couple of years ago, there was a broadcast company that came out that was $2,000 to get into. I think it was called Phone Power. I think it was Phone Power. I wasn't in it, but it had a really crappy compensation plan. You had to make like 6 or 7 sales to make any money yourself. It was all this pass-ups and all this kind of stuff. And from what I understand, the rates were pretty high. Okay, iBuzz Pro was about a year and a half in the making before they launched, the end of April, beginning of May 2008. And they really took their time and they built it well. It was in the beta stage for a while. People were using it. The rates were higher than they are now. The compensation plan wasn't very good. And so they basically, learned from being in the beta stage for 18 months what it was gonna take to make this thing work. And that's when they came out with what they came out with at the per minute charge, at the $500 commissionable rate to get into it. It just took off like a rocket. And then, and that was, like I said, the end of April, beginning of May of 2008. And then sometime toward the latter part of the summer, I wasn't paying a lot of attention to it because I was really busy with iBuzz Pro. A knockoff came out, and it was much cheaper to get into. I've looked at it a number of times, including recently as last week. I've looked at it probably 6 different times in the past couple of months, trying to decide if maybe it was better because it was cheaper. And I really wanted to believe that that was true. And I came to the conclusion that it isn't true. And if you're looking at more than one program other than iBuzz Pro, and if it's substantially cheaper than iBuzz Pro, then you know what I'm talking about. I would really urge you, don't go there. Don't go there. It is, in my opinion, I've been iBuzzing since May of 2008. The other program that's cheaper, in my opinion, and I've looked at it thoroughly, including their campaign setup area, it's complex and it's like a toy. Okay? My buddy Mike asked me a couple months ago, he said, maybe we should switch over to this other company because it's cheaper and we're losing sales. I said, yeah, well, that may be true, but that we're losing sales, and I'm sure we have, because it's cheaper, but that doesn't mean it's equal, and it certainly isn't better. I said to him, what kind of car do you drive? He said, I don't remember what it was. I think he drives a Toyota Camry. I said, how come you're not driving a Pinto? And he laughed and he said, well, I mean, isn't that pretty obvious? I said, then why would you want to have this other program? It's the Pinto version of voice broadcasting. And I really mean that. And I'm not just saying that because, if you decide to join them, that's your choice. You're going to pay a lot less. You're also going to get a lot less. And also, if you market it yourself, you're going to make a lot less. To me, the business model is totally, totally flawed. And then there's another one out there, and it's called, well, that one I can talk about. I can mention the name, Phone Burner. I wouldn't go there if I were you. I wouldn't go there at all. Do you realize with Phone Burner, and you got to really, I think, really sort of unravel it to really see the per minute rates are like 15 to 20 cents per minute. So I wouldn't go there if I were you. iBuzz Pro is basically the best, okay? You have to go with the leader. iBuzz Pro is the leader, okay? And iBuzz Pro is really the first one that did it this way, okay? Whenever you look down through business history, I don't care whether it's traditional business or network marketing or whatever it is, if you look at the first ones that came out, they dominate. Microsoft is a perfect example. Microsoft has put out such a crappy product from time to time, including the most recent Vista, but it's still the dominant force by far. I mean, it's not even there's not even a close second. I know Mac is out there, but in terms of raw numbers, it's not even a close second. And the product is probably better. That's what people say. I don't know. Look at Amway. Amway started as the supermarket. You know, buy all your products through Amway. Nobody has come along to become bigger and greater and offering more products and services than Amway. Now, I'm not in Amway, so I'm not promoting Amway. Okay? Shaklee is another one. They're the ones that came out. They were like the nutritional vitamin supermarket concept. I don't think anybody's even come close to touching them in terms of sheer numbers and volume of business. Okay? And I'm not in Shaklee either, so I'm not promoting Shaklee. And Zango is another one. I'm not in Zango, okay? But they're the first ones that come out with the juice with the mangosteen, okay? There's been knockoffs. Nobody's even close to Zango. Now, you may be in a juice company that has mangosteen in it. That's great. Maybe it's a better product. Maybe it's a better compensation plan. I don't really know. But you can't argue with me that Zango is the dominant industry leader in that mangosteen juice field, okay? And there's another one that's called Agil, and they put nutraceutical vitamins in a gel in a little plastic thing. You just squirt it in your mouth, okay? They're the first ones. They're the dominant ones. Nobody else is even coming close. iBuzz Pro is in the same boat. iBuzz Pro is the dominant program for people who want to do voice broadcasting from their computer, build their business faster, cheaper, and better than anything else out there. And so stick with the leader. Stick with the leader. I've been tempted, like I said, a couple of times to go with the knockoff program, and I decided against it. And I urge you to really look very thoroughly and very carefully. If you're looking at a knockoff program to iBuzz Pro, yeah, you're going to spend less money, but you're going to get less product or get less of a marketing system. Of that, I am totally convinced. If you want to call me and talk about it with me, that's great. 720-335-6683 here in Colorado. My site is ibuzzpro1.com. Talk to you soon.